Shalom family. So you must have heard of it by now, but in case you haven't heard of it, if you've been busy with other things, and hopefully those other things are spending intimate time with the Lord in the Word of God and just coming away from everything to be more focused on your relationship. Awesome. Here I am to update you. The mysterious interstellar object heading towards Earth appears to be emitting its own light. This is another great deception setup happening right now in real time across the world. Multiple news outlets, multiple experts, unknown drips under pressure, multiple scientists, researchers, everybody. They're all weighing in on this loudly, which makes you realize this is a focal point of what they want the masses to be looking at. The object is dubbed 3I/Atlas, so the Atlas rock, and has caught the attention of Harvard astronomer, a Jew, Avi Loeb, who has a long track record of making controversial predictions about previous interstellar objects being relics from an extraterrestrial civilization. We've covered one or two of those before, where the rocks have come through our solar system and they say, oh no, this is unnatural, it's an alien relic, it could be a spaceship. Avi Loeb is at the front of that queue with all of his many qualifications as an expert. Here he is again. There's a growing consensus among astronomers that the latest object is a comet. Loeb has continued to entertain the idea that it may have been sent to us by an intelligent species from outside of the solar system. Now, I love science fiction stories. I even dabbled in that at some stage. But here's the thing. An intelligent species more advanced than us have decided to gift us a rock. Wow. That is just weird. More questions to ask right there. Really, out of all the things you could gift us, to say, hi, we're intelligent and we're here, we'd like to chat, have a rock. No, thank you. We have enough rocks. Duh. In a blog post over the weekend, Loeb pointed to observations by NASA's Hubble Space Telescope, which showed a glow of light, likely from a coma, ahead of the motion of 3I Atlas towards the sun. A coma is the hazy and luminous cloud that surrounds the nucleus of a comet. However, there's no evidence for a bright cometary tail in the opposing direction, he wrote, with scientists suggesting this is evidence that dust is evaporating from the object's sun-facing side. So, hey, Loeb, here's a scientific explanation as to why there's no tail. The observations led Loeb and his colleagues to an intriguing, albeit far-fetched possibility. Is the mysterious space object generating its own light? Well, then it's definitely not a South African spaceship because Eskom and we have load shedding. So if it was ours, the lights would be off most of the journey here and we'd constantly be using candles, which you wouldn't see at this distance. But I digress. The Harvard astronomer suggested two possibilities. Either 3I Atlas is naturally emitting radiation because it is a rare fragment from the core of a nearby supernova rich in radioactive material, or, and this is what he's pushing, it's a spacecraft powered by nuclear energy, and the dust emitted from the frontal surface might be from dirt accumulated on its surface during interstellar travel. Loeb deemed the former explanation, the scientific one, highly unlikely, and the latter, the space aliens that decided to gift us a rock, as requiring better evidence to be viable. Loeb previously argued that the object's unusual trajectory, which includes suspiciously close flybys of both Earth and Jupiter, tour of the solar system, who wouldn't want to see it all? I mean, what are you paying for? And its lack of a visible tail both undermine the theory that it's a comet. Maybe it lost its tail due to space evolution. Maybe it comes from monkey rocks and in time lost its tail and eventually it'll be a crawly rock and then a walkie rock and who knows what happens next because science. Anyway, they've planned an intercept for early 2026. So let's go have a look, see what this giant rock spacecraft weird gift thing is actually. And Loeb will be at the forefront of that. Loeb has made many interesting comments in the past too. If you look him up and you start digging, he even believes, now as a Jew, that the Messiah, when he comes, will be an extraterrestrial. He says it openly and plainly. It will not be a human, it will be an alien. And that these things, some of these rocks, including this one, could be the arrival of Messiah coming to save us and lead us down a better path. Maybe this rock has a 7-year plan. Who knows? Hey, NASA, Avi Loeb, scientists, astrophysicists, experts, what do we know? Alien civilizations gifting other aliens rocks. Come on. Anyway, God bless. Keep looking up. I'm definitely not here for some alien Messiah. I'm leaving when Jesus picks me up. Shalom.